Well, I'm now with Jose from the Cafe Del Mar. Jose, welcome to BPM.
Hello.
Firstly, the Cafe Del Mar is somewhere when anybody heads to Ibiza, one of the first places they head towards is the Cafe Del Mar. Why do you think that your place has this enduring appeal?
Well, because it's a unique place. It's the only side of the island where you can see the sunset, and also it's a beautiful place, and people like to come here for the music, for the sunset. Yeah.
For those that don't know, what's the music that you're playing inside the cafe?
Well, it's variation. I play all sorts. I do in the sunset. I do more kind of ambient soundtrack, and then when the night comes in, I play more groovy stuff, more underground, deep garage and stuff like that.
But a place to chill, essentially, is it? A place to calm down and relax?
It's a place to chill. Yeah.
Now you just put together your second compilation album, Cafe Del Mar 2.
Yeah.
Firstly, were you surprised by the success of the first compilation album?
Yeah, I was. I never thought it's going to do so well. Yeah. I was very happy with that. Yeah.
How did you come to pick the tracks for the second album? Was that easy for you or more difficult than the first one?
It's been a bit more difficult because it's not like a normal compilation where you go to the company and say I want this track. It's like every track on that compilation has been like very difficult to find,
The other thing that you're very much involved with in the summer in Ibiza is your own night at Pacha, the nightclub, which is called Moon Dance, isn't it? Tell us a bit about that.
Well, Moon Dance is a night I started last year, and I continue this year because it was a big success, and I want to try to give to people a solid night where they go and they know they're going to listen to a good DJ and a good set, and make a bit the difference between what's happening around the island, and everyone plays the same kind of stuff, and I try to choose my DJs very carefully, and it's been going on very well. It's one of the strongest nights on Ibiza now.
Crosstracks is a new family of record labels born out of Nice and Ripe, the record company run by DJs Fionn Anthony and Grant Nelson. The Crosstracks labels intend to release a broad range of house, garage, jungle and techno sounds from their studio headquarters in King's Cross. We dropped by the other day for this exclusive sneak preview.
Bagley's is a dance venue. It really was born out of the rave scene. It was when the whole dance trend changed, when people wanted to go to large, unusual locations. At the moment, Philip Salon is our key promoter, who does exceptionally well for us on a Saturday night. The label just complements it perfectly. We've got, a venue there to showcase. When Fionn finishes a production, before it gets onto the pressing stage, we've got the advantage of taking it out there and hearing it on a club sound system, floor testing it.
We've got Ooh, which is Outstanding Original House, which is like a Zest for Life, happy Euro type record label. And we've got Gracious Living, very garage American sounding. And then we've got Ammo, which is jungle, but the jungle people we've got doing is Kimball and Danny, a very intelligent jungle they're calling it that, but I call it more musical. And then we've got Morpheus, which is ambient, techno, trip-hop, hard house type stuff. And if we find another sound of music, we'll invent another label.
Oh, we've got Smitten.
Oh, Smitten as well, it's another one, for the happy hardcore.
Our first release is by Colin Bartz. The artist is called Deep Breath and it's Into the Rhythm. It's a garage track. We think it's got great commercial possibilities, so who knows, a good radio edit might cross over.
The one I'm doing at the moment is under the title of Deep Breath. There's a fantastic girl singer who's not as yet really been discovered called Gillian Wisdom. And I really like to use it as a vehicle to highlight her vocal talents and maybe to bring across some of my songwriting skills.
I make like very across the board type things. I make quite hard like US sounding records. Also, I'm quite into all the high energy stuff at the moment.
Paul's, sort of very much representative of what our aims are as a label, as a production company. I mean, he's a DJ that's got production skills and excellent ideas. And he's got, good buzz about him at the moment. DJ is on the cutting edge of everything that's happening in the dance world, so it makes good sense for us to sort of use that and use their knowledge and their ideas. And I think really we have to look at the whole picture. I mean, a DJ is more, like a pop star these days, really, and I think we're just moving with the times.
inside Cafe Del Mar for the launch party for the second Cafe Del Mar album. I'm with Stephen React now. Hello.
Hello, Pete.
Firstly, tell me about React Records' interest in Cafe Del Mar.
Well, it came about last summer. Jose approached React and he asked us if we wanted to do a series of albums. Cafe Del Mar really is the most famous kind of chill-out cafe in the whole world. So we jumped at the chance and we're planning to do 3 albums over a 3-year period. The second one is the launch party tonight.
How important do you think it is for a UK record label or UK club to be in Ibiza again this year, to be seen to be here?
Well, I think this year especially it's become, you know, it's gone like pretty wild. I think with our, you know, connection with Cafe Del Mar, it seemed like, you know, a logical idea to sort of come over and with some DJs and do some club nights again. And, you know, we're very happy with this sort of turnout. I mean, Coup was packed on Monday, and Space, we had Carl Cox doing a blinding set, so it's been a very good second year for us here. You know, we're very, very happy, so.
Clothing company NASA, which started 2 years ago, has always been closely related to the dance scene. These clothes are in such great demand, we decided to go a little further and check out what all the fuss is all about.
Nice and Safe Attitude has been trading now for about 16 months in all, and it was actually myself that set it up with my concept. Basically, it's principally based around positive attitude. I had no design or fashion experience. I got involved in clothing purely because I think there was a lot of negative imagery available on the market. So I decided to launch a brand that actually had a meaning. So we launched Nice and Safe Attitude, which is obviously abbreviated down to NASA. We're going for just a very functional design. It's nothing, you know, that's too glamorous. You know, it's street and club wear. You know, something that you can wear during the day, you know, if you want to, and during the night. It's you know, certainly not catwalk material. We prefer all our roots are from the street. You know, I used to be involved with putting on dance parties and that type of thing. I've got a record label that I'm involved with. It's all music related. You know, we're involved with the dance scene. So principally, we market to you know, that area and anyone else that we believe has got a good attitude.
You'll probably see NASA clothing anywhere and everywhere, out on the street, on the bus, on the tube. out in clubs. I mean, it's the type of clothing that people can wear anywhere. They can wear it in the day, in the evening. The Live Life with Passion range is really aimed at club wear, but no doubt you may go on holiday and see it on the beach in Mallorca as well. Basically, Live Life with Passion is for ladies, and the NASA is the men's range.
The music and fashion are becoming more and more linked. I think that's been a growing trend now for a long time. The musical vibe and the dance vibe is just a functional one. You know, the clothes obviously can't. You know, they've got to be worn to dance in. So you know, they're not restrictive clothes. You know, the street look is a specific look. You know, it's forever changing because I think there are many looks within a street look. Like there's many forms of dance music. You know, there's many looks within street fashion. I see myself as a motivator that supports and encourages all the people around me in both the clothing label and the record label Twisted Systems.
Twisted Systems is a joint effort. It's involving various artists and people who are into producing sort of quality music, but are not so much going down one particular road for a particular style. Twisted Systems is just about people doing their own thing, artists who have done music and can't particularly get a deal because most labels go for a certain style of techno or a certain style of house or a certain style of drum and bass. Like we tend to take on artists whose music is a little bit more personal to themselves.
Basically, my saying is live your life with passion, but do it with a nice and safe attitude. So be aware of the people around you, see where you can help, see what you can put back in as well as taking out.
I'm with DJ Blue Peter, who's resident back in London at Garage at Heaven and also FF at Turnmills. Hello.
Hi, Pete.
A DJ we made earlier, in fact.
Yeah, that's right.
What are you doing here in Ibiza?
Apart from getting a good suntan, I did Space the other day, which was really good. That was excellent.
Short answer.
Short answer, but it was excellent night. So.
Quite a long set though, and a good crowd, wasn't it?
Yeah, but we had Carl Cox, and he's such a cool guy. It was just really good.
'95's really been your year, hasn't it? I mean, your own career has really taken off. You've had previously singles out by yourself as Blue Peter flagship, and also with Elevator you've had Shinny and what's the other one?
For Your Love.
You've just signed a solo artist deal. We're going to get more of the same kind of stuff.
Well, I want to go a bit more underground. The single I've got coming out, I've got one coming out like in about a month or so, but I did it like December. So it's already a bit old, but I've been doing so many remixes this year, you know, like it's been bridging the gap for me. So I've been like really busy. Every week I've been in the studio and it's killing me.
Is it getting more exciting for you or less exciting?
Well, the music's getting more and more exciting. I get more and more into it, you know, every time I play, you know, it's just like constant increasing buzz. So I'm really happy at the moment, especially with the music I'm playing, so.
Well, good luck with the album and also with the other gigs you're doing here and back in London next week as well. Thanks.
Thanks, Pete.
The Shamen have been busy surfing the internet, and the results have heavily influenced their new single, Destination Escherton. The track will be in a sound file on the worldwide computer system prior to its release, and will also feature vocals from the group's powerful new singer, Victoria Wilson-James, who you might recall from Soul to Soul.
Boss Drum was our pop era. You know, that was our big pop. This is it. This is Shamen the pop band, having it with the kiddies and having it with the world, and it's like, that was the pop era. This album, just as pop, just as massive. It's going to be an excellent album, but it's moved away from that sort of teeny pop feel that we had on the last album to a much more adult, contemporary, bit more silky version of the Shamen.
Oh, lovely boy. Let the mind be not distracted. Though the road ahead is hard and long, and the journey seems without ending. Oh, that which thou art, let thy gaze be not deflected. Fix thy attention on the goal of the light that shines so celestial.
When the last Shamen promotion, the Boss Drum album was kicking in, Victoria had just split with Soul to Soul, and we shared our whole house. We turned a rubble heap.
A rubble heap with a tire shop on the front of it,
the tire
into
shop.
a palace,
Into
basically.
a palace, yeah.
And that's how Richard and I kind of met. and shortly thereafter, Jaleesa had embarked upon her own solo career, very successfully, I might say, and they asked me if I'd be interested in filling, you know, up for her for some live dates.
Feel good, take heart. There's a strange attraction, strong acceleration.
Victoria also lives to certain philosophies and certain attitudes, and she has really high standards for herself which she can hook onto and keep. And because of the involvement that she has with us professionally and because of the involvement she has with us as a friend, I'd like to think she's going to be around for a long time.
Star, you know you are. Be ready for the storm as confusion ushers in a time of chaos. But up out of the turbulence, a better order surely will emerge.
Destination Eschaton, the new single, has definitely got one philosophy behind it. I mean, the title of the track says it in itself, Destination Eschaton. The eschaton is the final dwelling space, in one sentence. It's the place of all information and knowledge.
Destination Eschaton, nowhere to hide, nowhere to run, Alpha into Omega.
The internet, I mean, it's been there for a long time, you know, and what we've done with like Nematon as a homepage is we've set up a site where people can come and interact with each other and share information. And as well as having all our own information on there, like, you know, every record the Shaman's put out, like lots of interactive stuff where you can play around with tracks and do different things, and like a meeting space where people can link up together and have conversations and stuff. Shaman have changed dramatically throughout the years. I mean, in 1986, the first incarnation of the Shaman, psychedelic indie rockers using electronic bits, you know, moved from the Drop album through to Gorbachev We Trust, a real socialist political view, like, this is how it is, you know, get a grip, pathetic, apathetic, have a listen, you know, it's some politics. And then, you know, onto the Forward mini album, an expression of texture and electronic acid house. That was where that incarnation and blueprint come in, through to Ontact, which was, you know, a masterpiece in itself and a legend in its own right, through to the popsters of Boss Drum, through to the deep psychedelic dwellings of Axis Mutatis. It's all about change.
From Alpha into Omega.
Well, as the sun sets behind us, that's it from BPM and the Bolero Cars. We'll be back in the UK losing our tans next week. But before we go, we really must thank Cafe Del Mar guru Jose Padilla.
And you for watching. And thank you so much for all those lovely letters you've sent us. Me and Pete should be going through those letters when we return to the UK. Now it's time for some nighttime action.
And probably time for your leg and bikini wax as well.
Well, a girl must look good when she's strutting down on the beach in her high heels. Bye.
See ya.
Thank you.